start, so just about to go get ready, have breakfast, and this is the scene in Courmayeur, beautiful and sunny. Not. Forecast is for it to improve by the end of the day or by afternoon, so fingers crossed, and I will see you in the morning. End of day one. Okay, this is day two. No idea what the time, about 10 o'clock in the morning. 3,000 metres, absolutely exhausted. Day one, lots of rain, thunderstorms, not much sleep, too many climbs, bad feet. So why are we doing it? Not quite sure, but I'll show you why. Trouble now is we've got to go down there, then up 3.3. Oops. Today's vlog, it's Tuesday, it's 8 o'clock, so we've done a 5-hour climb, about 1,500 metres instead of about 3:30 this morning. It was Baltic, stopped at a nice little refuge, they had a log fire, so that was great, managed to warm up for that. Next it's downhill for something like 30k, so quads, here we come, mine a little bit sore, Gordon's foot's a bit sore, but nothing that unusual I guess. Yesterday, big climb up 3,300 metres, that pretty much killed us, and everybody else I think. Not much sleep again, but at least got to bed this time, so that's better. Not feeling too bad. And here's today's view from the top of the mountain. Great, if they hadn't put the electricity cables in there, hey? So, all doing well. We're just about 110k I should think, so only got another 220 to go, so we're about a third of the way. Not sure if that's good or bad. Ciao. It's Wednesday morning, coming today live from the other side of the refuge at the top of a cape or something I think. It's freezing outside, the sun's out, yesterday was a good day, we had a long climb, descent, it went pretty well, but unfortunately Gordon's feet basically turned him out, so he had to can it, so I'm here on my own now, over halfway. Blimey, it feels a lot further than that. So we've got 55 miles to do. I've got kicked out at 2 o'clock, so otherwise we missed the deadline. Done that, haven't got too tired, but I've got a little more nap on this. So this today, if I can get a hold of it, is a view. I've been down past the Alps over to the Glen somewhere, so I'll sort of check those out now.
No, alle 8 se vuole. No, alle 10 tanto fa. Alle 10 fa. Sì, mi fai lì un'ora e mezza prima per scorrere.
This morning's little ditty. Yesterday was a hell of a day. left you at the top of the mountain. I had a quick 30 minutes there, and then I had to stoke it to get to the next point by the cut-off, which was 11 o'clock at night. One 7 kilometre bit took 6 hours, no sorry, 14 kilometres took 6 hours, 5 kilometres took 2 hours, so pretty mad. Had to shoot up the last one to get there in time, so absolutely exhausted. Then we had another race started at 11 o'clock, which we're now finishing. Bit of ice at the top of the hills, but got there. Bit of a tough way down, but we're here to tell a story. So fingers crossed we can go into the same again. Oh, by the way, Cal, you would love it here. Every stop has chocolate and Coca-Cola. This is the view today. It's a bit before 8, so the sun hasn't quite made it to the valley. So, fingers crossed we might get a bit of sleep, because I didn't get, well, got an hour in bed last night, but don't think I slept because I was still so hyped after trying to make the cut-off. So, anyway, still in the competition, if not particularly in the race. Speak to you tomorrow. 8 o'clock blog in the morning. I think we're about 2 hours ahead of schedule, which has been all night. Had a little kip yesterday, lost a couple of hours. So we're trying desperately to keep ahead of schedule for the 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in Courmayeur. John's with me. It's up there if you can see him somewhere. That's what we've just come down. We're going to go another kilometre down to the valley, which I'll show you in a minute. And I'll also show you Mont Blanc. There it is, hopefully, if I get the viewfinder on. It's pretty amazing. And that is where we're headed, down there somewhere. So fingers crossed, this time tomorrow we'll be ahead of schedule, and we'll be going to...
In my last years with him, there were bruises on my face. In my dawn, a new day, I finally got away. But my head's all messed up, and he knows just what to say. No more dawn and new days.
Okay, this is the last day, so we're just got one pass to go, and then it's down to Courmayeur, so looking forward to that, I have to say. Yesterday was a good and bad day in that order. Pretty good run down through the trees. Then it had a huge climb up over the coal in the sun. That was pretty hard work. And then in the evening, I had to go out, the most boring run I think I've ever done. Just through some fields, basically in the dark, forever and ever and ever. Then I had an hour's sleep, and I felt absolutely wiped when I woke up. Didn't know where I was, didn't know what was going on. Thankfully bumped into John and Alison, so they took me all the way through to the next refuge. So back on track, and looking forward to the end of it now, because I have to say it was a bit harder than I was expecting. Cheers. Okay, so this is, what are we, Sunday. Finally got back and finished it yesterday. Finished it, yeah. Damn thing's over and done with. What a race. Started off in the morning. I think we'd done the big climb, went through the gap at Matilda or somewhere at the coal there, and then it was 5 or 6 hours of downhill, quad busting all the way back down to Courmayeur. Just went on forever and ever. As boring as it comes, but finally got in about 2 o'clock-ish, so beat the time limit, which is all that really mattered at the end of the day, 350 something or something. So it's over and done with, and look at my eyes, look at those bags. Yes, absolutely knackered. What are the highs? I think the highs we're getting from Domus through when pretty much up against the clock. I don't think anybody else managed to do that from where I was, so that was 21 hours with maybe an hour's worth of stop to get through there, and the lows were probably the last night when I woke up in that refuge. Oh, I was all over the place. Thankfully managed to get through that, and so it's done and dusted and on to the next one. Oh, and by the way, here's the view for today. Looks very much like when we started. Raining in Courmayeur.